down. I wouldn't do it, right? But to each their own. You can say the same thing about Torchlight. I'm not even saying Torchlight's done, but this would be, I don't know why Webull does this, but this would be an example of a decent short, right? It runs up, it squeezes a little bit, and it runs back down. You can short that. You can take advantage of that falling knife sort of scenario. Where is the smart short here on AMC stock? If you knew nothing about AMC, you were simply just playing this based on the technical charts, what are you looking at? This is the dumbest short I've ever seen in my entire life. I just would not take that trade.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
Ape Nation, thank you for helping me pass 200 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully I can earn it today.
Ape Nation, good morning. It is June 23rd, 2021. Looking at everything that took place yesterday, first of all, we found out about White Square Capital, which is a hedge fund out of England. They made a big bet against GameStop, and they are closing down, report says. London-based hedge fund that bet against GameStop is shutting down following double-digit percentage losses suffered during the first meme stock rally in January, according to the report published Tuesday by the Financial Times. The dominoes are falling, Ape Nation. One by one, they will be vanquished. So last night, I'm looking through my queue on YouTube for something interesting, and I see pop up in my queue that TIMCAST IRL, this is Tim Pool, he started his movement. He says he's a centric journalist, but everyone else says he's like right-leaning. But his title is GameStop Stock Apes Win. Hedge fund collapses with Steve Bannon. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Now, this just streamed 3 hours ago. Oh, no, I have to update this, but it had 159,000 streams last night. He's got 1.2 million subscribers. I'm looking over here in the chat, and it's all gorilla emojis and apes in the house. I'll show you a little bit when we play it through, but I'm going to pull two little clips from this video that I thought were interesting about what Bannon said. Now, remember, this guy worked under Trump in the White House, so he has an intimate knowledge into the politics behind this and what the hedge funds are doing, and he's like blown away about what we've been able to accomplish. So I'm going to pull a couple clips from that, and we'll talk about them.
Populist left. I think there's a lot of commonality. I think today the story of the apes transcends politics. I think it cuts to the heart. It's one of the most important stories in the world, what I call, the verticals of work of the populist movement. And it blew up a hedge fund today in London, and more to come. More to come as they buy and hold and do not retreat. This group of basically deplorables, or the little guy or the common man, whatever you want to say, is relentless, and they're marching to the heart of the incompetence and corruption that is the rigged casino that is Wall Street. And I'll tell you how rigged it is. On the way up here, kind of getting ready for maybe some topics. Seeking Alpha, a great site right out there, a great financial site with short stories, has a headline, AMC, time to sell. Right? And so I read this, and it's got this very fundamental analysis about the stock's overvalued, net present value, all this stuff. And it's all these reasons that this thing is going to collapse price-wise. And you get all the way down to the bottom. And the guy says, for full disclosure, the very bottom tiny print, in full disclosure, I'm short. I'm short. I said, you can't make this up.
Are you kidding?
Seeking Alpha, why don't you put that in the headline?
That
short says it's time for you guys.
That guy is sweating bullets. Mm-hmm. He's
sure he is.
His losses are infinite.
It's the sweet hour of prayer for all these smart guys. This is the power of, I think, the apes. Having gone to Harvard Business School and having worked at Goldman Sachs in the merger department, right? Back then was the elite of the elite. Is you see these people crowdsourcing, and this is how modern technology has disintermediated institutions. The reason your show is so big, the reason we can do the war room, where we do it and we get traction. It's not like the old days. It's the reason one of the reasons Trump won the presidency was Twitter. He could disintermediate the mainstream media, right? What you're seeing with the crowdsourcing of financial knowledge, we had Brittany Avery, one of the apes on the other day. She's the young woman that's done a mother of two in Missoula, Montana. that has done these billboards of the apes.
We should. I don't want to do too much because.
But she comes on and says, "Hey," she says, "Oh, I'm just in this stock." And I said, "Well, when did you buy it?" She goes, "January, first time I bought a stock." And I go, "Oh, what was the price? $2." Wow. the stock's at 60. Guys on Wall Street dine out for a career on that trade.
Right.
I bought it too. I got my clients out at 60. They will literally get clients the rest of their life on that one trade. And she's saying, "Oh yeah, I just kind of bought it too." But her knowledge, the collective knowledge.
We're going to get into all that too, so I don't want to do too much.
Okay, so guys, if you don't know or aren't aware of who these two guys are, Tim Pool, he's an independent journalist. He started his career basically on Occupy Wall Street back in 2008. He was like pushing for, the dismantlement of all the big banks and everything that was going on. And now he's an independent journalist. He has a podcast, like I said. Steve Bannon is a political strategist. He worked as chief strategist in the administration of President Trump for his first 7 months. But before that, after he got out of the military, he worked for 2 years at Goldman Sachs as an investment banker. So he kind of knows both sides of this story. All right, so I want to pick up real quick on TIMCAST, the interview, and just I think what they said is so important in the very beginning, saying how this community transcends politics, because we do. This is about fixing Wall Street and taking down this corruption that has been plaguing us since 2008. And the fact that he knows all about buy and hold, it's just good for us. This news is good for us. All right, I'm going to pick up the clip for a second and play the second part here.
With these hedge funds, check this story out. This is amazing. I want to get a standing ovation to the GameStop, the AMC, the meme stock Apes. It's incredible. You've taken out a hedge fund. Look at this. CNET reports hedge fund that bet against GameStop is closing down. It's game over for White Square Capital. It managed $440 million in assets at its peak. It sent a letter to investors outlining plans to close down the main fund this month and return investor capital following a review of the business model, according to the report. They're announcing a double-digit percentage loss suffered by the first meme stock rally in January. And oh boy, it's only just begun. So now what you have is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, you have a lot of these big hedge funds that they manipulate the game. It's a manipulated casino. It's a rigged game. They can short a company. Then their friends in the media say, "Oh, this company's bad and it's going to crash. You better sell now," causing the stock price to plummet. And then the short sellers make off like bandits, stripping and manipulating all of us. So what happens is these meme stock apes are like, so these people have no choice but to buy stocks, to cover their shorts. Yes. So that means if we all buy them right now and the price goes up, they're forced to buy them from us. Yes. Let's play. Now a hedge fund's just imploded.
Can they alternately declare bankruptcy and just wash the debt?
The hedge funds, they're leveraged. Here's the problem. Here's the issue. Remember, the deplorables are the common mans on both sides of the trade. You have the ape army that is just a collection of several million of people throwing in money and buying and holding these traditional companies, okay? And the stock price goes up because they refuse to sell. The shorts that are the naked shorts, all that money they're managing is essentially pension fund money. And what they're doing is they're using, and they're doing this naked shorts and using leverage to really not just destroy the companies, but to speculate. This is not, hedging is a natural part of Wall Street to hedge certain long positions. This is not that. This is where you're in high speculation to basically make a profit on destroying companies and leaking information. Here's where the rigged game is. Last summer, Steve Cortez, who's the great guy over at Newsmax and a trader for 30 years, he saw these meme stocks, and last year, he does thousands of trades a year. He tried to buy GameStop, right? First time in his life, not margin, but in an online account, he had cash money in. First time in 30 years on Wall Street, he couldn't buy the stock. They were protecting the hedge funds against the stock going up. So you couldn't, and this is a big controversy, Robin, you couldn't execute the buy, which is on Wall Street. Sometimes you can't sell because of restrictions, but hey, anybody, you want a stock, boom, you got cash, not leverage, boom, you can buy it. This is how the casino is rigged. And this is why this transcends politics. Because here you have this ape army of just everyday Americans, and they're teaching each other They're teaching you. I mean, Brittany Avery was on. She sounded like a trader at Goldman Sachs. A woman's been in the stock since January. She's talking about dips and shoulders, and and they got naked options, and the calls are coming. I mean, I'm sitting there going, wow, I mean, this is not bad. Where did she learn it? She learned it, and they go online. They teach each other. This is a community, and I'm telling you, the Charlie Gasparino and all the Wall Street press, the Wall Street Seeking Alpha has the guy in the short position who's sweating bullets, who writes the article. They are trying to force these guys to sell for every host of reason to save a Citadel Capital and the big highly leveraged funds. And this is why it's one of the most, it's applied populism. This is not people talking about it. This is people doing it. And I'm not telling the audience to go buy the stock. What I definitely would do is seek out this community and find out more about it. You will learn more about practical finance. If you don't know anything about the stock market, if you don't know anything about economics, you don't know anything about finance, I think these people will teach you. And they will teach you what the reality is. And this is still, and you come from the Occupy movement. I mean, this is the problem.
So, guys, I wanted to share that with you today. I think that whole thing last night was great for us. Like I said, there's a lot of people watching his channel, a lot of people watching his show. So it gets more eyes on AMC. Anything that does that, I'm down with. Like he said, it transcends politics. What we're doing is something bigger than that. And it's more important as far as I'm concerned. And, congratulations. Like you said, we took out a hedge fund yesterday, and he's admitting it right there. There's more to come. He said it right in the interview that they tried to save Citadel, and they just wouldn't give it up. Like Trey said in the beginning, why would you short AMC right now with how strong it is? Why would you do that? I just don't want to hear the excuses later that, it was a problem with AI and algorithms and the machines. I don't want to hear it. You have had plenty of chances to buy your shorts back, and you waited till last minute, and now it's too late. All right, guys, that's all I have for this morning. I thought I would share that with you. I thought it was important. If you're out there and you're watching a video about this community is a good community. Come join us, learn about the market, learn how we're fixing it, learn anything. We're here to help and teach. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this channel. All right, this is Ape Nation. Oh, real quick, let's take a look at AMC. So right now we are at 58.20. It's 7:35. We're down about 7 cents. All right, that's all I got this morning, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully it's a green one for AMC. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.